Where is the end of the world? The concept of the end of the world has fascinated humanity for millennia, inspiring countless myths, scientific explorations, and philosophical debates. People often wonder where the edge of our world might be, in a physical, philosophical, or symbolic sense. Let's explore different interpretations of where or what the end of the world could be. 1. Mythological and historical perspectives. Historically, many ancient cultures believed the earth had literal edges. The Greeks, for example, pictured the world as a flat disk encircled by a great river called Oceanus. Viking seafarers feared falling off the earth's edge and believed that at the end of the world lay Jörmungandr, a giant sea serpent. Similarly, medieval European maps often depicted terra incognita, beyond known lands, imagining dangerous monsters lurking in uncharted seas. In these interpretations, the end of the world symbolized the limits of human knowledge and the fear of the unknown. These cultural beliefs also reinforced a desire for exploration that drove humans to discover new lands. Second, geographical ends of the world. From a geographical standpoint, some places on Earth have been famously called the end of the world. These often refer to the most remote or isolated locations, challenging to reach and seemingly at the edge of civilization. A few notable examples include Cape Horn, Chile. Situated at the southernmost tip of South America, Cape Horn has historically been known as the end of the world. It's a wild, rugged place with extreme weather, where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet in turbulent waters. Mariners long considered Cape Horn a formidable boundary before entering the unknown South Seas. Ushuaia, Argentina. Located on the southern tip of Argentina, Ushuaia is known as the world's southernmost city, making it a metaphorical end of the world. With its cold, dramatic landscapes and proximity to Antarctica, Ushuaia attracts travelers intrigued by this unique geographical endpoint. Norwegian fjords and North Cape. In Europe, places like the North Cape in Norway are also labeled as ends of the earth, offering breathtaking, cold landscapes that make it feel like the last stop on the continent. These places are generally characterized by their remoteness, dramatic beauty, and unforgiving environments, reinforcing the idea that they lie on the frontier of human habitation. Third, cosmological ends of the world. On a larger scale, the universe itself presents the most profound concept of the end. Since the Earth is a sphere in space with no real edges, people often think of the universe's edges as the ultimate boundary. Scientists consider several intriguing concepts regarding the end of the universe. The observable universe. The observable universe is limited to the distance light has traveled since the beginning of time, approximately 13.8 billion years. While space continues beyond what we can observe, we may never know how far it stretches or if it even has an edge. Big freeze, big crunch, and big rip. Cosmologists predict several possible endings for the universe. In the big freeze scenario, stars would burn out, and the universe would gradually grow cold and dark. The big crunch suggests the universe might eventually collapse back into a singularity. The big rip, meanwhile, theorizes that dark energy could cause galaxies, stars, and even atoms to be torn apart, ending everything in cosmic disintegration. Each of these scenarios is a theoretical end of the world, in the sense that it would mark the boundary of everything we understand. 4. Symbolic ends of the world. Symbolically, the end of the world can mean reaching personal, cultural, or social limits. For example, climate change and ecological collapse. In recent years, environmental crises such as climate change and biodiversity loss have been framed as potential ends of the world, in the sense that they threaten the ecosystems and resources humanity relies on. This has spurred global movements aiming to prevent what some see as a preventable end to the world as we know it. End of civilizations. Historically, the collapse of civilizations like the Roman Empire, Mayan cities, and the Indus Valley led to the end of entire ways of life. For those societies, the fall marked an end of their world, though others continued elsewhere. Psychological frontiers. Sometimes people experience personal crises, such as losing a loved one, enduring a major life change, or confronting existential questions that can feel like a personal end of the world. These moments often lead to deep reflection, growth, and renewal. 5. Philosophical questions on the end of the world. Philosophers and thinkers have long pondered the nature of existence and the concept of an endpoint. Questions arise such as, is there a purpose to the world that would explain its end? Some philosophers propose that Li Shai,